I think students probably come to Roberts trying to solve a number of problems. I mean, we have so many great undergraduate programs that address the problems of the world. We have nursing, we have psychology, we have criminal justice, we have OT. In the humanities, trying to address some of those larger existential questions. But I think students come here overall, the thing that unites them is they know that they have to be a part of the solution. Whatever the problem is that keeps them up at night, or they're watching TV and they're listening to the news and they find it disturbing. I think our students know that they're here to be a part of the solution, whatever their major is, and that they're doing that with love and acceptance and tolerance at the heart of that solution. And they're what keep me coming back. They're so energized and committed to that semesters are long for us too as faculty members, and by the end of it we're all crawling toward a break, ready for that break. But what makes me come back at the beginning of every semester is the fact that my students are committed, excited, and want to be part of the solution. My favorite class to teach is probably human sexuality. I think it's a class that nobody has to take it, so everybody who's taking it definitely wants to be in the classroom with you, learning about that topic. And I also think it's something that a lot of our students might have a lot of really important questions about, but don't have an opportunity to get those questions answered. As somebody who's taught human sexuality for a long time, and as somebody who's a therapist, I'm really comfortable with a lot of those topics that I think make other people blush. And so I really treasure the opportunity to, in a safe, supportive, educational environment, answer people's questions about their bodies, about relationships, about sex, about marriage. As a faculty member who works with some of our doctoral level students, I get to sit in on and help shape their dissertations. So it can vary a lot. So some of my students have worked on issues around parenting. Some of my students have worked on trauma is an area of research and interest that I work in a lot, both physical and emotional trauma. So I've had students do dissertations on trauma and helping create trauma interventions for first responders. So there's two areas. There's physical and emotional trauma that I'm really interested in, and then the other is something called perinatal mood and anxiety disorders. So these are mental health concerns that come up before, during, and after pregnancy that we're really still learning a lot about. And so one of my students is going to be working on how we address birth trauma with unplanned C-sections, because that can have a big impact on how people decide to continue or not continue with their family planning, when they experience a trauma in the process of bringing a child into the world. So I would say any kind of physical or emotional trauma is where I start, and then perinatal mood and anxiety disorders is a specialty that I really enjoy. I think one of the most special things about Roberts, as someone whose entire education was secular, all the way from kindergarten through graduate school, I think one of the really special things about Roberts is that your faculty care about you, but also express their care for you in a way that's really lovely, whether that's making time for you or offering to pray with you if there's something going on in your life that would be helpful in that way. And I certainly felt expressions of care from my professors and my educators all through my life, but I think there's something special about going to a Christian institution where that level of care is right out front and center all the time.